guys, Dynamite Figs here, back with another video, and today we're reviewing a Ultimate Edition and a Monday Night Wars Ultimate Edition, which is actually pretty hard to come across in Australia, to come across like the American exclusives. But Wrestling Store Australia were stocking this figure instead of like $70 Australian, which is around the $40 mark in America. I got this for about $40 Australian, including like $10 shipping. So around like $50, give or take. But like, that's still a pretty good deal. That's about like $25 to $30 USD. So it's a bit of a sale, especially with the fact that this just came out. Like, I know a lot of people weren't the biggest like Lex Luger guy. Like, he didn't really, captivate the attention of the audience compared to some superstars. However, I've always liked Lex Luger. I was a fan of the narcissist gimmick. This is from his WCW run, where he was the WCW champion. Comes with 3 interchangeable head sculpts. Now, I could be wrong here, but it looks like one of the head sculpts is missing a hairpiece. So, we will need to check that one out and see if that is the case. It also comes with the updated like world title. So, we will do a comparison to the NWO world title and the typical world title that we got with previous figures. Got a Lex Luger on the side, and picture of the back. Now you see the Monday Night War, and picture of Lex Luger there, picture of the WCW World Champion there, and actually forgot to say it actually tells you the date, so it was from his WCW days. But without further ado, let's get this figure out of its packaging. So I wasn't wrong, I took this figure out of the packaging, and it came just like this. Like, the hairpiece was not even in the box whatsoever. So, like, some collectors might be pissed off about it, but I find it kind of funny. And I wasn't going to use the set either, so I don't know. I just find it funny that, like, it came fully sealed. It wasn't open before. And it came like this. So that's very interesting, Mattel. Very interesting. But come with a few interchangeable head sculpts here. We also get this kind of ponytailed Lex Luger head sculpt, which, I mean, it's alright, but like, I kind of want to keep this head sculpt on, which I think is the ultimate Lex Luger head sculpt. I reckon this resembles Lex Luger quite well here. I love the body mold they used for him as well, because he was a jack dude. Like, I love this figure already. Like, it is a plain Jane attire, I will admit. However, this was the attire he wore during the time. But, man, this figure thus far has been incredible. It is a bit stiff on some degrees, like with moving the arms and all that. However, I'm hoping the more I move it, the more that it'll kind of, not be as stiff. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Like, you got the hip drop there. You do get the shitty Ultimate Edition torso, so you can't really bend it up and down. Oh, actually, you can bend this one back a lot. You can't bend it down a lot. But you also get the, like, new shoulder kind of joints. I forget what you call them, but I'm sure it'll come to me later on in the video. But so far, like, I'm loving this figure. Even if you didn't want it as a Lex Luger and you just wanted to make, like, your custom created wrestler, I feel like this is a good base to use for that. But, I don't know, I'm keeping this as my Lex Luger, because I was a Lex Luger fan. Now, the accessories he comes with here, now, he actually comes with a fair few accessories. Not only the interchangeable head sculpts, but does come with his little towel, so it's not like a towel you could use for, like, a Solo Sikoa if you wanted, like, a cloth kind of head towel for him, so you won't be able to use it for that. But he comes with these brand new world titles here. Now, these are different to the original world title, so I'll compare the typical world title first. So this was the original one here, bit of paint kind of chipped off there, and that's kind of the updated one. I feel like it's a night and day difference. I feel like this one had a more realistic look about it. This one kind of has that kind of old school Mattel vibe about it. Even the side plates as well, I feel like has a lot more detail now. Now, mind you, they could have looked, a bit different in regards to detail and like back then, and WWE could have changed the details on the World Heavyweight Championship. But for the most part, they were the exact same build, except they added the WWE logo. But I love how it's more so accurate now and like doesn't really have that logo on it, which I really like. Even like the spacing of the World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, as we're here, you know, kind of blends in with everything else, as where now this one stands out a tiny bit more. And as for the NWO World title, it pretty much will look exactly the same. I feel like this one looks a bit better as well because it has more of a realistic spray paint vibe to it. Not saying that this one doesn't, but I feel like, I don't know, that one looks kind of more so painted on. This one looks more so sprayed on. That could just be my opinion there, but I don't know. I'm really digging these new World Heavyweight Championships, but overall, man, this Lex Luger's really good in hand. Like, honestly, might be one of the most underrated figures of the year, potentially. We need to see what the rest of the year will bring out in regards to the wrestling figures, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed what you see here, please leave a like and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what you liked about this video and what you want to see in future videos. Follow my Instagram at DynamiteFigs. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.